Good day, everyone. It's really a pleasure to be here with you in Beijing. As mentioned, my name is Chibeza Agley, and I'm the CEO of CamBioScience. And today I'm going to talk to you about our software product called Prism. Thank you very much. And that's really, we're targeting that towards the corporate space. So I'm going to talk really about automating, aligning, and analyzing corporate e-learning at scale. So as mentioned, our software product is called Prism. And so our company originally started out by catering towards the life sciences and healthcare sectors, where all of our co-founders are actually scientists working at the University of Cambridge. And we saw that there was a massive increase in the amount of information and new technologies that were being developed. But it was really difficult for teachers to be able to keep up with these new innovations. So we wanted to provide a way using technology to be able to bring those new emerging technologies to life faster and get them embedded in our society. And that's why we started developing our Prism e-learning platform. So what is a Prism? A Prism is a cloud-based adaptive e-learning platform which is powered by deep proprietary artificial intelligence which we've generated in-house by ourselves. And the platform allows people in large organizations to automatically create e-learning programs and to deliver those programs globally and then to monitor the effectiveness of those programs at scale. This can be used for, so there's a lot of you here interested in the K-12 space, but for us, we're also interested in working with the larger organizations and the corporates that are helping to power the economy at the later stages. So our platform can be used for customer education. So if you're a large corporate serving lots of customers across China, for example, you need to be able to teach your customers about your products and services so they can really understand your value proposition. And our product is particularly good at doing that. But you also might, if you're a large multinational organization, you'll have 75,000 employees, maybe 100,000 employees globally. And you need to train all of those people, make sure that you're operating at the highest levels of innovation. And so that's the learning and development goals you might have. And again, our platform is well suited to that. And because of all the data that we collect to power our artificial intelligence tools, you've also got the opportunity to use that for market research and to understand your market a bit better. So who are we as a team? I'm very proud to say that we're a very interdisciplinary team. So we've got on our team scientists, doctors, artificial intelligence, experts, software engineers, business professionals, experts in education, and we believe that that's what helps us to really bring something new to the table. And it wasn't just our software engineers who developed our platform, it was all of us together. So let's talk about some of the problems that we're trying to solve with the Prism. I don't know if many of you, how long you each spend every day searching to find information on the internet that you want to be able to do your job effectively. And it seems that actually a lot of business time or work time is wasted in looking for information. Because as our colleague just said, the talk before mine, there's information abundance out there. There's too much information for us all to process in our day-to-day time. So we're losing time. About 20% of business time is spent wasting, searching for information that you should already have. And we know that there's a wealth of unexplored content and data out there. Look at this statistic. 90% of the world's data was created in the last 2 years. That's an exceptional number, and that's only going to get more and more severe as we go forward. But we do have the internet, so I don't know, some of you might say, well, yeah, we've got the cloud, we can just put it all in the cloud and just deliver it, so what's the problem? The cloud can handle overwhelming amounts of data, what's the issue? But actually, when we look at a lot of the e-learning platforms out there that are delivering e-learning solutions to our users, and when we look at things like success metrics, like completion rates of those courses, for the most part, I know, and many of you will be the exception to this because you're working very hard on solving these problems. But actually, we look at 4% completion rate on many of the e-learning platforms out there, and that's not really good enough. We need to do better than that. So why do we think that we are facing such low completion rates? So we're trying to solve this with a Prism on 3 main frontiers. We need to be able to create courses faster to make sure the information is actually relevant to the users, right? So we need to be able to create courses instantaneously without having to go and draw the diagrams, make the pictures, think about all of the curricular design by ourselves. So our platform uses bespoke computational techniques, we use a multimodal AI procedures to basically be able to interrogate and analyze content as it's coming into our platform. And then we can place it in a multidimensional space, which I'll show you later. Also, personalization matters, and everyone in this room has heard about that, because you have to deliver information at the level of the person who's taking the program. If you get that wrong, the education fails immediately. And analytics. There's lots of data out there. You need to use that data about what the person is actually understanding about the content to make that program better and to improve the quality of the learning, as well as to understand where the knowledge gaps might be in the sector as a whole. And we answer all of those questions with our technology. So if you look here, this is not what you might think of when you think of an e-learning program, but this is what we think of when we think of e-learning. So each one of these purple pink nodes here, it represents a node of content. Maybe it's a picture, a diagram, an assessment, you name it. And we link these nodes together by mathematical dependencies. And they're arranged in three-dimensional space. For the purpose of this presentation, I've shown it to you just based around 3 themes. Those themes could be, we could actually have hundreds of themes, but you can imagine what that would look like. So I'm just showing you 3 here. And this white line now shows an individualized user journey through those nodes of content, and our algorithms are able to recalculate in real time to adjust the trajectory of that person based on how they're interacting with the content that's presented to them and how they are responding to it. And then we can make predictions. You can see in the last step there, making predictions about where that person needs to go next based on their knowledge, to fix their knowledge gaps and gain the most amount of knowledge they can. Oh, sorry. And one of the things that comes out of the way in which we collect data is our ability to really detect when you are taking a program versus when someone else is taking a program. So now we can actually use some of our technology to detect if someone is cheating on a remote examination. So that's quite an interesting ability. So some of the content that I'm most excited about as CEO of the company is the way in which we are able to automate the construction of e-learning programs. So this means that you can actually drag and drop content into the platform, and you don't have to say, I want module 1 to be here, I want section 1 to be here. It will do it automatically. So we have to run a lot of computation, but we are able to do that incredibly quickly and in real time. So you drag and drop the content that you found that you think is useful into the platform. It gets analyzed automatically and extracts all the features. This all happens without you having to do anything. And then it self-organizes itself into a multidimensional curricula, which can be taken in a personalized, non-linear way. And then, of course, as more people start to take the course, it gets smarter and smarter and smarter over time. So our AI improves on the basis of big data, but it works for you on a single user journey. So if I really sum up what we do, it's all about building courses automatically, delivering them at scale, whether to 1 billion people at once, and then getting all that data back and leveraging that not only for the user to improve their learning, but also to improve the intelligence that your organization will have at the whole level. So you might be able to say, for example, my colleagues in Beijing are particularly good at these subject areas. They're really excelling in these areas, but my North America team is good at this, or my European team is good at this, and in the Middle East, they're exceptional here. So you can start to build teams with complementary strengths and understand where your knowledge capital lies if you're a large organization. One of the things that I just want to mention is what we do for customer education. So for those of you who are selling products and services, even if those are indeed educational products and services, one of the best ways that you can do that is by teaching people the value of your offering. And once you do that, it becomes almost like integrated marketing. And so we are one of the first companies to really use education as a novel sales and marketing tool as well. And that's where the data becomes really, really handy. So you'll be able to understand your customers better, nurture their interests, target marketing, and grow your sales using e-learning. So we are a Prism. We are the AI learning platform, and it's been a real pleasure to speak to you today. If any of you would like to talk to me more about our technology or maybe make a partnership with us, we're based out in Cambridge in the UK and in London. If any of you would like to come out and visit us there, we do a lot of research in AI and curriculum development, and we're very interested in making partnerships in China, especially around research and development. So if any of you are interested, please come and find me afterwards. Thank you very much.